shower is now ready.
All right, this is a first. The guy right in front of me that owns that boat just put on his blinkers, got out of his car, and ran over there, and he's trying to climb up that fence. I can't see him right now, but I'll bet you he has to go to the bathroom. I just found him. He's down there walking on the freeway. You can see him. And I'll bet he's going to that Waffle House. So that means if we start going, I'm going to be trapped here, of course. And here we go. And I can't get around this guy. That's just wonderful. Well, we're moving a little bit now, but the guy, he's still over there, and his boat and car still is back there blocking the freeway. So the moral to that story is, when you gotta go, you gotta go. What he should have done was pulled over. You know, he could have gone around those cars and pulled to the right. Because now when he comes back, it's going to be a busy freeway. How's he going to get it? Oh man, it just no common sense, you know. Even if you gotta go, have some common sense. Well, look at who just passed us. Up there, not the little four-wheeler that just passed us, but there's the boat guy. He just passed us about an hour later, coming into Tennessee. So he must have got taking care of business. That's what he did. And everything went okay. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You're watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack. Stay tuned.
Well, welcome to Missouri, everyone. This is Indiana Jack, and we're picking up here just a simple load going over to Ohio. So we'll be doing a lot of 70 today. I don't mean 70 miles an hour. Well, maybe 70 miles an hour, but we'll be on Highway 70 after we pick up here in Jefferson City, Missouri. Well, we're a little bit early to our pickup here, so we're going to explore this town a little bit. I don't like to sit in my truck and just sit there. Sometimes we're forced to do that, but well, especially a town that I'm not really familiar with. I have a feeling I have to go up that hill. Maybe not. We've actually been in Missouri before with you folks. Missouri's a big part of Missouri is Mark Twain. We always think of that famous author. If you really want to do some exploring in Missouri, you need to have a car, you know, a little car, and go to all the rivers, backwoods, all the... Missouri's a really really a woodsy state. Woods and hills and mountains and caves. I remember as a kid we went to Merrimack Caverns. You can get a truck in there too, so it's a good place to visit if you like big giant caves. Alright, well, we're loaded and let's get on the road on our way to Ohio.
Thoughts racing through my head, can't make them slow. Lately I'm doubting everything I'm told. Looming over me, can't close my eyes, can't run. All these things pile up and I'm still not done.
We made it to Brazil, Indiana. Over halfway, so we'll go the rest of the way in the morning, obviously. We actually have the worst windshields on the highway right now, so we got to take care of that, because I can't see through all the bugs here at Mr. Fuel. Whenever I'm in Indiana, I like to stop at Mr. Fuel because it's different. It's not a cookie cutter truck stop. It is if you always go to Mr. Fuel, but I don't. So even though Pilot owns a majority of the stock now, it's still different enough from a Pilot that I choose to come here. And the fuel is 2 cents cheaper, and that's always a good reason. And they do have Pilot coffee, so it's a mixed bag, but that's my reasons for coming to Mr. Fuel. Well, it's another great day to be trucking. Now that we have a clean windshield, we can trap some more bugs on it and then wash it off again tonight. Best time to travel for me is early, before everybody wakes up and gets on the road. That's when I make really good time. When I was in there, I went over to the decaf coffee pot as I drink 1 cup of regular coffee and 1 cup of decaf. Which I know that's not real coffee, but when it came out, it was really thick and black.
Continue on this road for 67 miles.
And so when I went up to the counter, I said to the lady, I'm going to complain, even though I don't like to complain, that your decaf looks like it's been sitting there all night. And the manager ran right over to the counter and she said, "Oh man, I'm glad you told me. We want to make sure all of our coffee's just right." And they gave me that cup of black decaf for free. I haven't tasted it yet. Maybe it's good, I don't know. Let's see. Actually, it's not that bad. Maybe that's just what it looks like. So they're trying to make us, as the consumer, happy at their stores, which that does make me happy. Every time somebody does something that's positive for us, we can't help but like them back, in my opinion. I was drinking too much coffee. Just 2 of these a day was making me jittery. You know, you have those jittery feelings that comes from too much caffeine. And now that I'm only drinking 1 cup a day, I feel much better. We're at the Pilot just north of Columbus here, and Pilot Flying J has just started doing the same program that TA is doing, having the reserve parking, but here nobody parks in the reserve parking, so all the trucks park in front of the reserve parking, just because that's the only place there is in the middle of the night to park, and they don't want to pay the $10 or $15, whatever it is, to pay to park their trucks there. So they've outsmarted the Pilot. I don't know how long Pilot will let that go on, but for now the trucks are winning. The only difficulty I can see with that, blocking all those spaces in, is if a guy comes in the middle of the night and wants to park there, I would imagine they'd come out and ask those trucks to move some more so that people could get into the reserve parking. I don't know if they've come across that yet or not. Just another part of the wacky world of trucking. You know, trucking is going to increase more and more and more because more people are buying things. Everybody's new communities are coming around, so more and more trucks are coming. Where are we going to put them? We're going to have to stack them on top of each other in order to accommodate all the truck parking. Another 100 miles to go before we hit our destination. I sure wish I could carry this light freight all the time. I do want to bring this up. People say I complain too much. And here's what I do something bad happens to me, or something that is negative, I tell you about it. But I also tell you the good things that I see. So yes, if bad things happen to me multiple times, I tell you about them as they're happening. But I'd like to think I also mention the positive things too, because I try to stay positive as much as possible. Otherwise I would go nuts because of all the negative things that happen to us and how much we're hated by the public. Truck drivers are hated, not truck drivers, but trucks. Even my best friend has said how much he hates trucks. So,
In 0.2 miles, take
So
the
now
entrance
we
to the
have to
right
work
on
together.
I-71 North.
Before you leave YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you'll get a notification of our new films coming in the future. Also, you may want to swing by our Facebook page at facebook.com/IndianaJack and say hello there.
In 1,000 feet, take the entrance to the left on I-70 East. In 600 feet, take the entrance to the left on I-70 East.
well, I have no idea what to say.